Saturday, the 18th of February, and it's about 2:30 in the morning. And I've been meaning to do this video all day, and finally I'm doing it. So I want to do a video for this weekend and look at the energies around and how the weekend's going to be for the collective. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And regardless of when I've done this, when you see it will be the time when it's relevant for you. Past, present and future is all one. It exists in parallel. So it's relevant when you see it. So let's see what the cards have to say for this weekend. Apparently there's a lot of solar flare activity and the human resonance is high as well. I was reading about that earlier on. So we'll see whether the cards reflect it, or whether the cards say something else. So the energies for this weekend, please. Energies for this weekend. Energies for the collective. First card. Ooh. High Priestess. Secrets, intuition, feminine energies, going behind the veil and accessing things that have been hitherto kept in secret. Let's see what the next card is. Oh, Wheel of Fortune. Oh my gosh. So the context is some significant changes are going to happen. The Wheel of Fortune is going to turn. And the identity of the energies this weekend is that of the High Priestess. So something in relation to secrets, in relation to divine feminine, in relation to the balance between dark and light. Okay, immediate past. Emperor. Wow. So far, 3 major arcanas. This is stuff that's very solidly in place. So the Emperor represents sorry, it's reflecting, isn't it? The Emperor reflects it's the system, it's the structures in place, it's rulership, as it is the Emperor, of course. It's societal structures. It can mean guardianship. Yeah. That which keeps the Emperor, that which keeps the structures of society in place. Yeah. Conditions. 6 of Wands. Success, victory. Outcome. The Tower. So when the Tower and the Wheel of Fortune are in the same reading, something significant is going to happen this weekend, and it will bring about, things won't be the same after that. 7 of Wands, standing your ground, your boundaries, unique solutions, standing your ground. Oh. Another major arcana, the Wheel of Fortune, the Chariot, but the Chariot is also about changing fortune, bringing about change. There's some major energies this weekend. This is the mini Wheel of Fortune here. Again, we've got the dark and the light, balance between dark and light, like we have with the 2 pillars of wisdom and knowledge in the High Priestess. Wow, some serious shit going down this weekend. Really. Clarification card. 5 of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles. So, excuse me, yawning. Right, let's have a good look. Let's have a look at cards, eh? So, general themes. We're talking about endings and beginnings. We're talking about that which can't be sustained any longer, being knocked off its perch. Interesting that we've got the Emperor in the immediate past and we've got the Tower in the outcome. So see, that's like a crown. The Tower is in high ground. People in their higher echelons, glass towers. You can't hold on to corruption, corrupt power forever. At some point, the pressure and the energy for change and the conditions for change, particularly when secrets come out, when secrets are revealed, blasts the crown that the Emperor's wearing off. So we're talking that which needs to be out of the picture going this weekend. And with great purpose, the Chariot card is when change has to happen, change has to be brought through. The Chariot is determined. If you want to bring about something, you have the focus of the Chariot, and the Chariot doesn't let go. The Charioteer and the forces of dark and light are all in oneness with each other. You think about the Charioteer's head and the one sphinx and the other, it's a triangular shape. And there's a triangle on it. Yeah, that's a square, not a triangle. Yeah, that's a square, not a triangle. Here's me thinking, no, it's a square, yeah. So, but he's solid. But there's a triangular shape here as well. There's a oneness, there's an absolute oneness. He doesn't need reins. They'll go where he directs, and he'll go where they go. And it's all one. But changes occur. This is a mini Wheel of Fortune. Changes occur. So people are going to have to stand firm in order to bring these changes about. There's something seriously going to kick off this weekend. It's going to make people feel like they've lost a lot, but it's actually an opportunity for a new beginning, a new cycle. That should be there if I'm showing it on there. This is the first card, first clarification card. This is the second. So these people moving in rags are not realizing that this is there and the lights are on in the church that they're walking past. They do have these at their disposal, and they do have the church, the lights on, and it's available for them, but they can't see it. However, whatever's going to kick off this weekend will be an opportunity for a new cycle, materialization of our needs. These two haven't got their needs met. It'll be an opportunity to materialize a new cycle to fulfill our needs. So something's going to happen that's going to make Some of us feel like this. And what we need to remember is that that is opportunity. That's the beginnings of desires made manifest. Yeah. Some secrets are going to come out. Something's going to come out that's being kept hidden. And when that comes out, the Wheel of Fortune turns. The two are in tandem with each other. And that is the result. That's the outcome of this secrets turning the Wheel of Fortune to bring about that. The sham can't remain. In fact, I do believe this is Emperor's New Clothing, right? So whatever's been parading about, and people have been buying into the lies nationally in the news, whatever's presented to us, whatever the status quo is that we've been presented, something's going to come out, some secrets, something that taps into our intuition, something that some of us have already intuitively known. She's the keeper of secrets, and she only strikes, if you like, with divulging those secrets when it's the time, when it's the right time. She sits back and she watches and she sees, and then she finds the moment that it's the best opportune time to divulge, and then she'll say what she needs to say. So, yeah. Okay. The Emperor's New Clothing is going to be shown not to exist. It's going to be shown. So the Emperor's been maintaining that space. So this is about the powers that be, the structures in place that we've been dictated by, the system. This also represents the system. The system's breaking down in this country particularly, but in other countries as well. Systems breaking down. The education system, the medical system, food production, system of food production. Hence why the farmers are out massively protesting in so many countries, including the UK and Ireland now. The system is about to collapse. People are going to realise the Emperor does not wear any new clothing. The Emperor is not who the Emperor was presenting himself to be. So I think this weekend is a pivotal weekend for structures of the powers that be to end up in this tower moment. And it's a major change, a major turn of the wheel. 10s are endings, and with an ending of a 10, implicit is the beginning of a 1. Plus 1 and 0 is 1. So endings and beginnings. The action and the force needed to bring that through with the mini Wheel of Fortune. Beginnings. That's an ending and a beginning. So yeah, something's going to kick off this weekend, either globally or in one country. I wonder, this is a messenger as well. Pages are messengers. And she knows a good few things that need revealing. And it's going to set things off in a new direction. So having a good look at this, I'm realising that however it echoes through from in the world at large, in a country, or in personal lives of some of you, it's about authority structures, power structures. Encountering that which is not true leadership, that which is not true guardianship of the people, guardianship maybe of family, that emperor energy, that may be a father, maybe a leader, maybe an authority structure, power structure, authority figures, that which has not been true, that with which secrets have lain, the false pretenses on which those authority and power structures have sustained themselves, are going to go, are going to be ejected. They're going to fall from power, fall from the this isn't the past, this isn't the outcome. It's going to fall from the throne and be ejected, because we're living in times now where that which isn't true, and when there are secrets that need revealing to bring about justice. This guy's a justice maker as well. The Chariot card is about bringing about justice. Chariot can represent revolutions. And actually, we've got the farmers that globally, throughout the whole of Europe, even in India as well, other countries, or countries further afield, the farmers are out in the tractors and a big, massive farm machinery, spraying buildings with muck and putting. It's not in the news. You may not even know it, but in alternative media, it's being reported. Actually, it is in the news. But anyway, so the farmers in their big, massive chariots, if you like, their combine harvesters and their tractors and their big plant machinery that they've been taking over cities throughout Europe, protesting to make sure that they can keep their farming practices, and that the WEF do not, and the European Union and the powers that be, the power structures that be, don't take away their means of making a living, and don't stop farming from being able to continue the way it needs to. And this is like a farmer's. This is big. It's got the size and the stature of the big farmers' vehicles that they're creating blockades with and protesting in. And this is about the strength of standing still, standing your ground, and they're both sevens. So I think the advice is that there's either in the home level, in the family home, in the country, or globally, there's revolutionary things happening. There's revolutionary changes coming about. There's permanent changes coming about. And as a result of this, people may momentarily feel like that. Fives are momentary. This is a minor arcana, momentary setbacks. But we must not forget, and we must accept, take on board the fact that this is the beginning. It's an opportunity for new beginnings. And Pentacles are about manifesting resources, physical needs, our physical needs. Food is a physical need, health is a physical need, money is a physical need. And charioteers in the pack are the revolutionaries, the people that drive through change. They fight the good fight. They fight for justice. And this guy here needs to stand his ground in order to fight for that justice. It's the common individual, the common man, fighting for justice. Energetically, if we have got solar flares, that's a reflection of that as well. Really strong, heavy energies coming down. He's connected to the heavens. The canopy is got stars and moon, and he's got all the cosmological, astrological symbols on his belt. He's got the moon, crescent moons, but he's solid. That square there is a cube. You can't, cubes are indestructible. You can't actually destroy a cube. Whatever you do, you can't destroy it. Bang it from whatever direction, angle, it still remains a cube. And that's it's also an earth symbol for earth. So he's not going anywhere. He's going to roll those big wheels in his chariot, like the farmers in their chariots in the protests, and like anybody who is having to stand up for justice in their own personal lives need that energy. That energy is there to be used to bring about positive change at our disposal in our personal lives and in the world at large. And it's very much in evidence this weekend. So yeah, there's massive changes. And the major arcanas are the Emperor card, the High Priestess card, the Wheel of Fortune, the Tower, and the Chariot. So Emperor, High Priestess, Emperor, Wheel of Fortune, the Tower, and the Chariot. So these are the major arcana cards. Major arcanas indicate things that are very solidly there, but don't always show up immediately. So they could become manifest, and the effects of these energies contained in the cards may actually be felt longer term than just this weekend. But certainly the energies of this weekend will propel that in motion. And at some point, that will become clear to us as a collective. I think it's going to involve money, financial system, and I think it's going to involve how we provide for ourselves. These people are struggling because the resources, the physical resources they need to have what they need to be healthy and to not be in rags, they don't feel they've got that. And he is confidently holding the beginnings of making manifest what's needed. So this is about needs, our needs being served, change coming about in how our needs are met, a massive change coming about as regards the authorities that preside over providing our needs. And that's because secrets that are being kept from us can't stay kept for much longer. These secrets are going to blast the lid off. The Tower card. Changes. It's going to be a defining weekend, whatever may happen. But where you're in your own personal lives may be experiencing that you want to challenge injustice, these advisory cards here, the 7 of Wands and the number 7 in the major arcana, the Chariot, they're about standing your ground, going against the flow, having a unique position, finding a unique solution. And the Chariot is about fighting for justice, is about pushing change through, it's a change-making energy. So the advice is that this weekend, change-making energy is on an all-time high. And then how it plays out in front of our eyes and what we see of that will happen in may not be evident this weekend, but it will become evident over time. definitely. And clarification, it involves, I know I've said this before, I'm repeating myself now, but it involves how we provide for ourselves. And this is the beginning, this may be the beginning of a new financial system coming. It's certainly the beginning of new means and new ways to provide for ourselves, new ways of creating resources, creative ways of doing things. So, yeah, secrets are coming out, revolutionary energies, a challenge to authority, rumbling the fact that the emperor wears no clothing, and the apparent short-term devastation that that feels like it brings, but it making way for new beginnings in how we materialize what we need for ourselves. So that's this weekend, the energies this weekend. I'll see you soon. Bye.